It's Gala.
Gala, 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 Gala. Gala, 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 Gala.
Gala.
Gala, 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 Gala. Gala, 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 Gala.
It's Gala.
Gala.
I got crypto on my mind. Freedom is what it's all about. Freedom to express, freedom to explore, the empowerment of the creators, transcendence of all ideas. Through Web3, passion drives. It is true passion that exceeds boundaries.
It's Gala.
Gala, 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 Gala. Gala, 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 Gala.
Gala.
Gala, 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 Gala. Gala, 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 Gala.
It's
Gala.
Welcome to Gala Music Spotlight, a channel dedicated to the artist on the Gala Music Web3 platform. I am your host, Emancipate. What is Gala Music? Gala Music is a decentralized streaming platform that uses blockchain technology, Gala Chain, to create an ecosystem for artists and listeners in a revolutionary way that's never been seen before. For the very first time, music artists maintain autonomy while fans have the opportunity to engage at a deeper level with their favorite artist. Why Gala Music? You might be thinking, music is so easily accessible through various mediums and apps. Why another streaming service? According to the Gala Music Vision Paper, Gala Music believes that, quote, the existing music industry has been built on the backs of musicians for decades. To this day, nothing has set them free from the industry that, through often well-meaning, locks artists into restrictive contracts, builds a wall between artists and their fans, and stifles the free growth of creative expression in so many ways. At Gala, we think this is bullshit. Music is, and always has been, the heart and soul of the people. Our role as the builders of the world's first ecosystem platform, capable of handling the requirements of all the entertainment, is to provide the opportunity to allow artists to grow. End of quote. Here's more from the industry giants who believe there has to be a better way.
Well, Gala Games is about the future, and they're about moving forward, and they're about creative and letting artists have creative freedom and letting artists get engaged with the fan base that they created, and also engaging the artists and, financially helping the fans engage in making some money and making a profit and being a part of the project and being a part of the art and the music and the visual. So this is one of these relationships that in the traditional world, we've been waiting on for so long to be able to have the access to do some of the things that we can do at Gala and not be restricted and not have rules and regulations to affect us, but have ways to create our avenues to do the things we do. This is where we're at now. We're at the place where I want all of my friends and all of my music homies to be a part of this experience, because it's a great experience for me, and I would love for them to all be a part of it. So that's what today is about, introducing some artists that you may have heard of or you may not have heard of, but they're coming into this world and they're bringing great music, and it's all on this platform. Well, Death Row Records is the first major label to be an NFT label that's based off of being in Web3 and creating, content where people can actually own and trade. We dropped a mixtape last month, and it did a great thing for us as far as communicating, getting us in the community, engaging with a lot of artists that had no foundation or no platform. And it also showed us that this community is in dire need of great music. And that's what we plan on doing. We plan on bringing great music, great artists. And the people out here that I associate with, we just been looking for a spot to get off our music and really see something out of it. And not so much financially, but see the fans really be able to engage with our music, because we fan orientated. We are up close and personal with our people. We feel like we are the old school, meaning that we sign autographs, we take pictures. We are those types of artists. So if we can have a chance to give our fans the experience to have and hold and be a part of our music just as much as they can as far as being a part of us, then this is what we roll. And this is what Death Row is all about, trying to expand it and take it to new regions.
Yeah, without a doubt. You know, as a creator, this is a dream come true space, because, you know, you've seen a lot of great things from, you know, myself, you know, people like Snoop, a lot of great artists. But what's the thing that kind of keep us up at night is the stuff that you don't see, the projects that get hung up in, you know, development hell, or hung up with the gatekeepers of the industry. So to be able to go directly to the fans and to make a relationship directly with your fans is always the best way. And, you know, in this world, you know, fans who really get down with you can also win monetarily. So all these are things that, you know, I've thought about in the 90s and early 2000s. And for that time to be here, you know, I just can't wait to jump into space, but in the right way. That's the key. You know, you don't want to be one of these guys who exploit the space, exploit the people. You want to, I've always, you know, given people quality. You know, I think, you know, I don't want to try to sell somebody something I wouldn't buy. So that's been my philosophy. And, you know, it's gotten me to this point. So to now be able to cut out the middlemen, like I said, the gatekeepers, who keep a lot of great projects from happening here in this space, you know, they can happen if the fans want them. And I believe the fans do. You know, who don't want more Ice Cube and Snoop Dogg? You know what I mean? So it's just it's just a great time to be an artist and be creative, and it's a great time to you know, be a fan or an investor, however you look at you know, your interaction with the artist. This is a great time. You know, you got a lot of major distributors crying right now because they see the future, that they're going to be cut out the game. And, you know, in some ways they you know, they do good work, but they don't always let the good work happen. And now all the good work can happen.
Gala Music would be the exclusive place that Death Row lives in the metaverse. So you could put that out. Snoop Dogg said that. So if you ain't on Gala, you better hurry up and get in. And what we plan on doing is giving people access to buying and trading some of these classic songs, classic records that, you know, was the foundation of Death Row. And along the lines, get some of these new records that, you know, Mount Westmore got, these new records that October London got, that Jane Hancock got. So we just trying to flood the game with great music and not have no parameters, because in the traditional world, you can only drop on Tuesdays or Fridays. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't do this. Over here, we may want to drop a record on Sunday night. We may want to drop on Wednesday morning. And we could do what we want, do as we please. And we get the engagement of the people that's letting us know what they want. Give this community some great cube vision and give them some great, you know, things that they can live with, that they feel like that's theirs, because they made us who we are. The fans made us who we are. Not these labels or these distributors or these companies, but the people who bought our shit and held us down for so long. So we feel like we owe them that. And if they want to get it, we want to give it to them. We just thankful for a platform like this where we can do classic shit. We could do shit with my group. We could do shit with new artists. We can just do as we please. And it's quality. Like Cube said, it's quality. We're not just throwing shit out. We putting together great shit that traditionally would cost a whole lot of money, but we serving it to you guys at a low, because we feel like this is something that we want to do for y'all. And with that being said, I will be putting a lot of them classic albums and classic songs on the market.
What exactly are the benefits to the artist? Gala Music is an artist-first platform. Artists are generously compensated 70% for the music tracks they release. They get to maintain control of their music rights and creativity, earn from future streamings and commissions from the buying and selling of their NFT tracks in the open market. They also can cultivate engagement with the fan base through various channels they choose. No more restrictive, unfair contracts or barriers that prevent them from interacting with their fans. Gala Music makes it easy for artists to release their music by providing a self-help portal through their website. Once the tracks are uploaded, the Gala Music community has an opportunity to vote on the tracks to be released for sale as NFTs and streaming on the Gala Music app. Name one traditional music channel that provides an easy way to publish your music. Gala Music gives all the music artists a chance to not only publish their music, but to develop a fan base that supports them. This is truly a music revolution made possible by the Web3 blockchain technology. What are the benefits to the fans? As a fan, there are different levels you can engage in with Gala Music. You can just be a casual listener and listen free by simply downloading the Gala Music app, or you can engage deeper by hosting a Gala Music jukebox and owning NFT tracks. First, listen free with no ads. All you need to do is create a Gala Music account, then off you go. If you already have a Gala Games or Gala Film account, you can use the same login. That is it. Free to listen with no ads or monthly fees, unlike other streaming services. You now have access to all the great original music by established and emerging artists on the platform. It is absolutely music freedom. A second level of engagement is you can own music tracks via NFTs. You can then have your NFTs hosted by a Gala Music jukebox where you can share in the daily rewards. You can buy merchandise, watch live streams, attend concerts, participate in meet and greets. Early supporters of Gala Music had the opportunity to join Snoop Dogg on a barbecue. How cool is that?
Hold up, wait a minute.
Imagine your favorite artist being more accessible. This is what Gala Music brings to the loyal fans.
Still do it, still fluid, nothing to it, so I make it go. Worldwide, international, but catch me in the meta. #1 top seller. I'm all about that crypto. Nigga, keep your share. Doggy getting new money. Hooked up with Gala Games, now watch what it do for me. New label, new heat, with a new army. Death row, what you niggas know? I got gorillas and my niggas go. Making bread while they stacking dough. East side of the metaverse. And just remember, Doggy said it first. Yes, sir.
Serious supporters of Gala Music may own and operate a Gala Music jukebox, which are nodes that power the ecosystem. Jukebox nodes may host NFT tracks through pairing. As a node owner, operators share in the rewards with the NFT track owners. Or if you own both jukebox and NFT, you can get 100% of the reward. What makes Gala Music unique compared to other music platforms boils down to the artist empowerment, fan engagement, and a secure economy. Artists don't have to be controlled by music publishers anymore. In addition, they maximize their earning potential, given creative license and control of their music. Fans have free streaming access to all Gala Music artists and enjoy the benefits of direct fan engagement. For the first time, No middlemen required to publish music. Artists and fans are free to form a community where they can directly interact without the hindrance of music labels or music executives who maintain control and reap majority of all the benefits. Who's behind Gala Music? The president of Gala Music is Leila Steinberg, an artist manager, businesswoman, educator, poet, and the founder of Aim for the Heart, a nonprofit dedicated to helping at-risk youth find their voice using an emotional literacy curriculum and writing workshops. She is best known as the artist/mentor and first manager for superstar rapper, the late great Tupac Shakur. In my view, Leila Steinberg is absolutely the right person to head this revolutionary enterprise. Throughout her career, she has been known to be a relentless advocate for artists in the music industry. With all her accomplishments, she didn't need to involve herself with such a new endeavor. However, I believe she saw in Gala Music a platform that finally empowers and benefits the artist, unlike the traditional routes. Here's more from Leila Steinberg.
Leila Steinberg is here. She's back with us today. She has some great news to talk about, but I want to say Leila is somebody I've known since the early 90s, and we worked together in the community
high school.
Back in the day, and I just say, man, you're one person who has just never bent. She's never bent on integrity. She's never compromised on her purpose. It ain't been a shiny job that she's taken on, to say the least. She's met pitfalls along the way, but she's always been steadfast about reaching out to the youth. And recently she called me and told me she has a new job. I was like, you got a new job? Come to the show and talk about it. So here she is, Leila Steinberg. Leila!
What's up, family?
She said, hey, Sway, I got a job. I was like, you got a job? What does that mean?
Really, I was retiring so I could finish my book, but I got challenged to do something, so here I am.
Who challenged you?
Well, it started actually, I'd say 2 years ago. Brandon Tatum, who actually was a law student at USC, I met him in the law department, started talking to me about Web3. And I was not interested in NFTs or Web3, none of it. And a lot of people were approaching Dev and I about Earl and Fauna and the other artists that we managed, and they kept hitting us up. And I was not interested. And Brandon invited me to Hawaii to a retreat with this company called Gala. And I ended up at the retreat, and the first thing that I noticed when we got there is that the owner of the company, Eric Schiermeyer, had everything from vitamin drips to therapy. He had all these things for his staff, and I've never seen a company that took care of their team like that. And I ended up sitting with Eric, and he told me this story about how he started out with MySpace. Then he had a company called Zynga that he sold for $12.8 billion a couple years ago, and he started Gala. And he kills it in the gaming space. And he helped me understand that gaming is already global. It's already a Web3 experience. And he wanted to start the music division. So he hit up Snoop because he was a fan of Snoop's. They went to the same high school. And he said, can you help start the music division? And Snoop said, well, I don't own my publishing. And he said, what will it take? He said, I have to buy Death Row. And he told me he gave $50 million on a handshake with no contract to Snoop. So I thought, yeah, right. And I couldn't believe the story. So, of course, I hit up my folks and I say, is this true? And Nick, who is part of Snoop's team, said, yeah, it's true. So then I thought I need to understand the space more. And they were interested in putting Earl in the space.
Earl Sweatshirt.
So what I did was I said, well, how about we start with some of the students in mic sessions in the workshop?
Mic sections is a workshop that you do where?
I've been doing it since we started, right? Since 88, the mic sessions. A lot of artists came out of the mic sessions. Yep. So what happened is they let me put 15 students onto the platform. So that's how I got to know about their model. There is nowhere that I've ever seen artists walk away with 70%. So the split is 70-30 artists favor. And there are all these other ways that artists can come up. And every artist from my workshop that nobody knows except for Louis King, people know him because of his collaborations, and he's put a lot in. But all the other artists, Jewel Chang, Aliana, people don't know them. Stu, but they all sold out. So you sell in like it's a collection or an NFT, if you want to call it that. And you start out 100 at $100. You only sell 100 of your song for $100. Well, that's 10,000. You sell out in a day. You walk away with $7,000. And I was like, this is unheard of. And so I started paying attention, and then I decided we should do something with Earl. So Dev and I did a situation with Alchemist and Earl, and they did very well too. And I said, I'm very interested, but there are some challenges. And so I kept hitting up people over there with my challenges and complaints. And then Eric said, you have all those complaints. Why don't you come help develop the music division? And so, yeah, offered me a job as president. Here I am.
You're the president of Gala?
The music, yeah.
The music division at Gala?
So,
I know I'm getting a job.
I haven't worked for anybody else. Sway, since I was president of Tommy and Denny's company, I haven't worked for anybody else in almost like 25, 30 years.
25 years?
Yeah, so this is weird. I'm not used to it. Mm-hmm. But I'm doing it because I believe in the platform and the artist. This is the other thing. Since I joined, now artists get 10 cents a stream. You know how much you get on SoundCloud or Spotify? Like point nothing.
1,000.
So
of a penny.
You'll get 10 cents a stream. I'm about disrupting. Yeah. And our industry is so toxic, and most people are so corny. And so it's really hard for me.
Yes.
We've known each other our whole lives, and I still get nervous and uncomfortable. I've never been about the industry, so it's always been hard to navigate. And Web3, I love that it's global. I love that it's breaking up our ideas.
This is amazing. I like the idea of artists having their own autonomy.
Yep.
That's really what it is. Whether Jay Walt decides to go to a major or not, by the time if he's getting 10 cents a stream, he ain't going to want to go to a major because they're going to try to turn that 10 cent into a partial part of that. You want to say something, Mike?
Yeah, I was going to ask Leila if she can explain like the accessibility. So a lot of times when we think like NFTs and think about the music, there is sometimes a disconnect from the consumer being able to participate in the day-to-day. And so I know Gala's new, and you're there to serve so many purposes.
That's why we're changing the language, because I didn't like the word NFT either, but it's really a collectible, and it's really about forging a partnership between an artist and a community that supports them. So if you kind of think of how the stock market goes, you're getting stock in a company. So this is like the community has stock in an artist. Everybody is committing as a community to build the career together with that artist. So this collectible, this song becomes the way that you support your artist. But then we also have live streaming. We have an app. There are so many ways now for an artist to play instead of just the song or just the collectible. We can live stream. We can put you on the stage. We can stream you. So there's like 4 or 5. This is just right now possibilities. And I just did some deals with some really big artists that I can't tell you, but it's about to not be just known for emerging artists and Snoop. We're about to have a lot happening on the platform. And it's real easy to find us, just gala.com.
Gala.com. So that's it. Gala.com.
Gala.com, Gala Games, Gala Music. People can find us easy. But it's really not just about the artists. It's also about the supporters. It's about how we build a community globally and especially in these days and with what's going on in the world, and we've got wars all over, artists have a massive responsibility. So I encourage all listeners and all artists to understand that the only way we're going to challenge what's happening in Palestine, in the Ukraine, in the Congo, is to use our voices instead of thinking about our material benefits, because we make a lot of money in this industry. And we really have an obligation, and artists have always played such a massive role in change that right now, the thing about Gala is you're not censored. You don't have to worry about that label owner telling you if you address certain issues, you won't get to stay, or radio stations that want to censor us. I'm not saying you guys, because you do your thing. But I like the space because nobody's going to control our narrative anymore. We're going to address what's happening and make changes with our artists in spaces that we talk to the whole world. So.
Okay. We got Leila Steinberg here. I love this. This is gala.com.
What is it on Instagram?
It's gala.music.com.
What to expect from this channel? This channel will mainly feature the Gala Music artist. Each episode will highlight an artist that is currently available on Gala Music. The collection of artists are diverse and world-class. As a flock of artists continue to migrate into the Gala Music platform, an avalanche of new music continue to be available to music fans all over the world. The days of depriving musical expression due to barriers set by traditional music channels is over. Gala Music is here and here to set music free. I, for one, is excited and motivated to help bring Gala Music to the world. In closing, if you made it this far in the video, congratulations and thank you for watching. Here's my disclaimer. This is not financial advice. This channel is not sponsored by Gala or Gala Music. I do have skin in the game through node ownership, NFTs, and hold the Gala token. But the passion behind Gala Music Spotlight is driven by my love for music and admiration for music artists who bring beautiful and enduring experiences to our lives. So if you share this passion, subscribe to this channel and help me shine a spotlight to the incredible artists of Gala Music. Click on my links to do a deep dive on Gala Music and listen to original music for free.
It's
Gala.